Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on your time zone and your geographical location. I am Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. Today is Ash Wednesday. You can see on my face the ash. You can see the little ash. I just went to the church to have Ash Wednesday. It's a Christian commemoration of the Lenten season. It's a journey to mark the trials, the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. Basically, it's rehearsing and doing over again what Jesus did for us. That's and to remind us that we are absolutely nothing. We are absolutely nothing. So today we are going to discuss several issues on this time. We're gonna discuss about the happenings in the homeland. We're going to discuss the possibility of having a homeland that is comfortable to many. Many has complained about hardships, maladministrations, and a lot of things you can think about. A lot of things that has been happening in the homeland. A lot of things, insecurity, a lot of things you can think about. Some people complain about bad roads, some unemployment. Some people thinking about the hyperinflation in the country, that when you buy something 10 naira today, the next day you end up buying it 30 naira. So, and the money, the wages or the salaries still remain the same. So, and the landlords are complaining that things have been going up, but their rents still remain the same. And this has been causing a lot of issue and a lot of things happening. So we are going to discuss what is happening in Onitsha because of the exchange rate that have been frustrating up and down, going up. A lot of the people in the businessmen and women have been struggling because some of them don't know if they still import things, because when they do the exchange, when they exchange their money to buy the goods, they notice before they get to where they are going, what they exchange maybe $1 to something like 1,000 something naira. So when they let's say they change 1,000, before they get to where they are buying things, it has become like 1,003. So, and this has caused a lot of anxiety on the business concern, so that they've been thinking if the goods they are going to import to end up losing a lot of money. And this has become a big issue at the moment. And that has become a major issue. And this because the businessmen and women are a bit anxious about the instability of the Nigerian economy, which has been deteriorating for over 8 years now since this APC-led administration went into power. Things has got out of our hand, and this has created a ripple effect, and people are suffering for it. So in Onitsha now, in the homeland, a lot of businessmen and women are worried. A lot of things happening. So even some people that are selling things in the shops, sometimes they're a bit apprehensive of selling when sometimes they don't even see who to buy them because people are short of cash. People are even struggling to survive of the hyperinflation that is in the country. So it's affecting everyone, and people are hesitant even when they are selling those things they are selling. They are worried that when they sell something, like all those people selling provision shops and all those other things, they are worried that even when they sell those things and they're going to buy another one, what they sell like 700 naira, by the time they go to replace them or buy another one, they notice that the same thing they sold 700 is now around 1,000 naira. So this has become a big concern to many. So, and this, we are not even talking about the food inflation, the food shortages, hyperinflation. The prices of food in the market has gone so high that average family of 5 is struggling even to remain afloat. And the major issue there is that there is no government plan to tackle this. They just dilly-dallying, and you be thinking, what are they going to do on this? Why are they waiting? Because they created the problem in the first place, and they don't have even solution to it. Because food crisis in a country as big as that, is a danger. So that's what we are discussing today. Onitsha, how Onitsha is coping with this unstable Nigerian economy. What's the effect on the people on the streets in Onitsha? A lot of people are actually struggling because of this economic downturn and the economic challenges. So that's what we are discussing. I am still Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. And I don't know what's your view on this. You can like and comment. Remember to turn on the notification button. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, try to subscribe. And what do you think about how we are affecting you in the homeland, in Onitsha, the city, the great city of Onitsha, one of Nigeria's biggest city? I don't know how on your own end you can comment what you've been doing and how it's been affecting you. Do you think you are coping well with this? Sorry about this, a bit been raining since night, and it's windy now. You can hear a lot of noise. That's the British, the great British weather. We are all blessed and a wonderful weather. Well, thank God for that. Remember, today is Ash Wednesday, and basically I just coming out from the church. I showed you earlier. For those you can see my forehead, there is ash. You can see ash on my forehead. So what we are discussing, how the people in the city, the great city of Onitsha, has been coping with the hyperinflation, the economic instability in Nigeria. How are they coping? How can they solve this issue? That's what we are discussing. And do you think If the central government is not doing much, how about the state government and the town unions? How are they doing to help get the people up and running in Onitsha, especially the immediate solutions and the short term and the long term. Remember, the hungry man is an angry man. So meaning that in the short term, the government has to make sure the food security. And food security, when we talk about Onitsha, Onitsha is a big city, and the big city came to have a shortage of land for agriculture. And because of poor planning over the years, they did not actually make a provision where people can have urban farming practices, because this can actually help to mitigate against this issue. So because they did not do this, and that's why a lot of people in the urban area will actually suffer so much, because once they cannot get the food, it's a big challenge. And once the food goes up, is so much they don't have any other alternative. So but we are going to offer solution to that, because remember, in this channel, we are entertaining, we are informative, and we are also educative. So for them in Onitsha to solve this problem, the government immediately need to encourage urban farming. They should encourage. Now they are talking about environment. Part of this can be the government of Soludo should look at encouraging urban farming. And how will they do that? People will be saying a lot of people are tenants, some people are not landlords, they don't own the land. The government should actually start to, in the urban area or the Onitsha city, by trying to create something like area, those little areas that they will map out as areas for urban gardening, urban farming, where the people will be allocated places to farm vegetables, to farm their basic needs. So, and by so doing, it will help the people to navigate these challenges. Sorry. So another thing is their balconies. A lot of them has balconies. They should be encouraged to plant vegetables on their balconies, plant vegetables on their corners around the houses. They should plant basic vegetables like ugu, like greens, amaranthus. They should plant garden egg, tomatoes, and should be encouraged also to do a bag farming, whereby they plant yams. So in a compound, they can partner with their landlords and the caretakers. They can plant in each house something between 200 yams. 200 yams in bags. They can plant 200 yams in bags, and they can plant something like 200. I think it's trying to take away the toilet there. For this is where they provide the toilet for these bus drivers. Look at the toilet, the little toilet there. Let me bring it nearer for you to see. You can see this is the car that comes to take the waste, the human waste. See how organized they are here. So they should make provision of having something like this where they plant in houses, in front of houses, and to plant vegetables in the Onitsha city, the great city of Onitsha. So it's very, very important for them to do bag gardening or bag farming, planting yam, cocoyam, planting maize in bags. So it can also help to reduce the pollution in Onitsha. All those garbages, excess bags, all those bags can be reused. All those bags like plastic bags that are lying all over the place, used clothes can be recycled, and all those containers, plastic containers and metal container thing can now be used to plant all those things. This in the short term can guarantee some of the needs of the people in the Onitsha city. So we are looking at bag farming. Another thing they will need to do also, although the government need to as quickly as possible make sure they provide the water supply. I know that the government of Anambra State is trying to resuscitate the public water system in Onitsha and some places in the city, in the state, Anambra State. But they need to do it as soon as possible, especially coming to at least to do the emergency boreholes around many corners now, because we are talking about how to help the people in this time. The economy is in a nosedive, in a terrible condition, where over the years of incompetency has led to this. Because we've been talking about this, in that the recruitment process of Nigerian system does not encourage competency. So people are being just bundled and put there to be leaders, political leaders, who you know that they cannot effect the necessary change, they cannot drive growth, they cannot help the people, they cannot help the country. They will rather liquidate the country and create more problems than they met. So that's what we are discussing at this time. You can see the trees, so much trees. So now the government is, Anambra State government is talking about environment, green environment. This is a great opportunity that as they are planting exotic flowers, exotic plants, they should remember that people also are hungry. They should look at planting all edible vegetables, something that can be of good to the people. So we talk about water supply. So as they are trying to resuscitate the water, but they need within a month or two to get emergency boreholes drilled in strategic area where people can get water, free water, in order to do this. So now they will encourage them to have giving them like fingerlings, some of them, and the government will provide initial feed, some of the feed, to help the people in city of Onitsha and the cities in the homeland in Anambra State. They should give them like the fingerlings so that they can lay. So this will also help to to reduce their spending on the protein. So to help the poor, the vulnerable ones, especially those with 5 kids, 4 kids, those widows and others, because a lot of them are being hammered by this economic so the government need to intervene as soon as possible to help them, because that's what in this country, that's what the government does. That's what government is for. Government need to put the resources to help the vulnerables, and this is the time they need to do it, and do it very, very fast. So that's why we are discussing today how to get the Onitsha to help the people of the dwellers in Onitsha, the city of Onitsha, to cope with this economic down, the economic mess that have been brought by the politicians in the country. The incompetency of the politicians in Nigeria. So now the governor can play a greater role in this. So another thing they need to encourage now is rabbits. The government should distribute in every household rabbits. Why rabbits? Why rabbits? Remember, we are talking about something that is sustainable, what people can easily cater for, and can actually help to sustain them, their protein needs. So rabbit is a typical example. If you see in Onitsha and major cities in the homeland, there is issue of grasses growing everywhere, weeds everywhere in the city, in the roads, in the roadside corners, even in front of local councils, and even many places. And they're struggling even to deal with these grasses, deal with these weeds, overgrown grasses, and all those things. This is the time for them to now turn this into something that will help. So when they give them each family something like 1 male and 3 female rabbits, so they will now be able to cope in feeding, because those grasses and all those things will be a main source of their food, which is the 99% of their food is grass and fruits and vegetables. So they can easily source it without spending much. And the production level of rabbits is very, very high. So this will actually sustain them, because once you give somebody 3 female and 1 male, in 6 months, that person would have had, let's say they will have between 30 to 50 rabbits. Something like 30 to 50 rabbits. So, and this will help to deal with their protein needs. So it will help to, that's the easier way to solve lack of protein, because you don't allow in this time for people, the little children, the vulnerable, to suffer lack of protein source. And this is a good way of having their protein, the meat protein solved. So rabbits, that's one of the best way to deal with this. Having rabbits. So government also can also encourage planting of beans. Beans are mostly imported or get outside Onitsha from the northern side of Nigeria. But these beans can be used as also can be planted also in the back corners, in those little corners. People will be harvesting a lot of them. There's one they call fior. They can French beans, all those things. The government can give the people the seed, and they will plant it, and they will start harvesting it. So when I talk about the bag gardening, they will plant not just yam but potatoes as well. Giving them those potatoes, 3 months is ready. and the yam 4 months is ready, 4 months, 5 months is ready. So, and the corn, different this thing. So these are ways the government can help to sort out this issue. The government also can also set up where the food will be sold in a subsidized rate. Food will be sold, like opening places in the city of Onitsha, where those areas people are vulnerable people will come to have food at a subsidized rate. And in schools, school meals should be sustained in the school, so that those vulnerable children are not left hungry. So that's a way the city of Onitsha can cope with this rising inflation and insecurity in terms of food and energy. So that's a very, very important, and the government should also look at on the electricity problem being faced in Onitsha, the electric power, by looking at now they have the power to regulate the electricity in the state. They can actually register more companies to give captive powers to some of the estates, some of the markets, some of the schools. So this can also help to keep the people up and running, so that those little businesses will continue to work. So another thing they need to do is pulling together of resources. When I mean pulling together of resources, whereby some of those streets, the people will come together to see, with the government support, to renovate their roads, renovate some infrastructures, and government will also try to employ some people to sweep the roads and all those things, give employment opportunity to the vulnerables, being road sweepers, doing gardening, doing planting of trees near the streets, corners, roads, and many open spaces, and many other things they can do. There are a lot of things that the government can do, but we are just discussing a few of them today. Very, very important. But if you have any other idea what the government can also do, you can share it with us. We'll be glad. Also, it's better you share your own knowledge, so that people and those in the power should also know, because some of the time people assume wrongly that they know everything or they know what to do, by saying that. That's what has left Nigeria in a mess, left the homeland in a mess. So that's why the poor are left, and when you share these ideas, it will help out, because it's not good to be just giving them fish. We also need to teach them how to do that as well, to help them to how to get the fish up and running, get to their food, get their this thing. So it's very, very important that your ideas on how to keep the great city of Onitsha going will be much appreciated. That's why you need to come in the comment section. We'll continue on that place. Remember, we are discussing about how Onitsha can cope with this economic meltdown in Nigeria, how the people are coping, how the solution, how to help the people, how to solve this problem that we are created by the political class because of years of incompetent nations in Nigeria. So that's we are going to be ending this video, but you can look at the environment, look at the trees, look at the whole area. I'm just coming from the church. You can see this area. I'm just showing you so that you can actually see. I don't know if we are in winter or are we in in spring, because the weather suddenly changed and it's raining. For how many days now? It's been raining. So, and you can see the flowers of the The flowers are back on the trees. You can see. You can see. I don't actually know. It's supposed to be winter time, but nobody knows what is happening these days. So, but we thank God because God has given us so much, and we must appreciate His blessing. And thank you also for supporting us. Try as much as you can to share our videos. The more you share these videos, it will help us to have more views. It will help this channel to keep on this success march and on this success road. Thank you very much. Thank you for always coming to our aid, coming to support us, talking about this. I am still Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. Thank you very much, and I do appreciate what you are doing, and I do hope to see you in the next video. Have a wonderful and blessed time. Have a wonderful and blessed time. I am still Kodili-nye. See you in the next video. Bye. Oh, oh. Yada. Beautiful. Look at the beauty of the tree. Look at. Look at this. This. You can see.